Hello, Cardinals. We're going to talk about investigation 3.1 on this short video. We're going to be observing evaporation and condensation. The supplies that you have for this lab are a couple of 2-liter bottles. You have a beaker of hot water and a beaker of cool water. You also have some ice. You have a funnel, and you have a digital thermometer. So the first thing you're going to think about is what is condensation and what is evaporation, and how does temperature affect both of those. So that's the main part of this lab, and it just relates back to the water cycle. And we're going to be talking about how condensation forms clouds, about how warm liquids create more humidity, can create more storms and things like that. So as you go through this lab today, you're going to be thinking about those kind of things. And if you're absent, this is a chance for you to observe what we did in class so you can get caught up. So the first thing what you should probably do is take the temperature of both the hot and the cold liquids. So I don't want to take too much time, but basically we're taking the temperature of both the hot and the cool liquids. And then once you get those temperatures, you're going to record them. You can get that information from your classmates. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pour the hot liquid into a 2-liter bottle. Okay. And closing that up to create a closed system and atmosphere. Okay. And then you're going to pour the colder water, the cool water, into the other 2-liter bottle. And same deal, create a closed system. All right. So I have my cold bottle here in blue. I have my warm bottle here in red. And then what you're going to do is you're going to observe this. And obviously, as you can see, you already have condensation forming in the warm water bottle. What's happening is evaporation is occurring. Evaporation is occurring in the warm water bottle a lot faster than the cold water bottle. All right. There will be some evaporation happening here, but not nearly as much as the warm one. All right. So this relates to the water cycle. Obviously, the hotter the water, the more evaporation occurs. So water around the equator or maybe the Gulf of Mexico, anywhere where the sun's hitting a lot warms up faster. It creates more evaporation. It creates heat. This relates to things like hurricanes. Hurricanes form over warm water, over hot water. I'm sure you've also heard of El Nino, the warming of the water in the ocean. It affects everyone's weather in the world. So you have some major condensation happening here on the warm water bottle. Not much condensation happening here, but just like in our atmosphere, sometimes the atmosphere above us gets colder. And as you can see here, if I start to cool the atmosphere in the colder water bottle, I'm cooling this. What you're going to do is you're actually going to create condensation on the bottle. All right. Now this happens when you take a hot shower at home and the cold mirror condensates. This also happens when maybe you wear glasses. All right. And your cold glasses, you go to school, and then when you walk into school, the glasses fog up. So all of that is condensation. All right. So as I cool off the plastic, water is condensing within that, and actually you'll even get some water droplets, which are kind of like precipitation. I know it's tough to see in the screencastify, but it gets clouding up pretty well. All right. So cooling down the atmosphere creates a cloud, creates condensation, and then if I can warm my hands up here, okay, I can actually put that on the atmosphere, and it should warm it up. And if everything goes according to plan, you're going to get that cloud to disappear because when the atmosphere heats up, clouds actually go away. So as you can see, where my hand's touching, all right, that cloud disappears. So this was investigation 3.1. You have an article to read called Water, kind of a big deal. There's some questions with that, but just wanted to give you a chance to see that in case you were gone or you had any questions. Have a good day, Cardinals.